the stovetop. Hi, my name is Genevieve, and today I'm going to show you how to make ube jam. Ube jam is also known as Ube Halaya. This is ube jam. Still kind of hot right now, so it's not supposed to be really steamy. So this version is cool. I stored it in a jar in the refrigerator, so you can see that it has thickened a lot. I love ube jam. It's one of those things where if you've had it, you will never see the jar stuff the same again. It's just, I don't know, I feel like the jar stuff, it's good for like, if you've seen my ube cookie video, like I'll use ube jam from a jar in my ube cookies, but that is it. Other than that, I just feel like it's way too sweet for my liking. When I make my ube pandesal, I just feel like the ube jam from a jar is just way too sweet, and it would not give me the results that I'd like. This homemade version is not overpoweringly sweet. It is sweet, but just enough, but it is something worth trying for. Ube jam is very versatile. You can use it like how you would use any other jam. You could put it on toast, you could put it on bread, put it on your pandesal and your ensaimada. You could cook with it. You could probably also top this off with ice cream. That sounds like really good, like putting this on some vanilla ice cream. And you could also make ube crinkle cookies with these. You can make ube pancakes with this, or top your pancakes with this ube jam. You could put this on your halo halo. But what I plan to use with it in the future is I plan to put it in my ube pandesal and my ensaimada. So there's a lot of things that you can do with ube jam. This is super easy to make. It takes very little ingredients. The only thing is that it's very time consuming, and it's not like one of those dishes where you can set it on the stovetop and walk away. But it takes a lot of babysitting, yes. So if you have a lot on your mind and you want to be in your feelings, if you have something bothering you right now, if you want to read a book, or if you just want to let your mind run free, making ube halaya might be the thing for you right now. Halaya. This is everything that you'll need to make the ube jam. You'll need 1 stick of unsalted butter, 1 can of sweetened condensed milk, 1 can of coconut milk, and 1 pound of frozen grated ube. So my package looks like this. Grated purple yam, and I found this in the frozen section. So I have made ube jam using different kinds of ube. I have found some whole pieces of ube in the frozen section, so I've used that successfully with the same results. And I've also used the fresh ube, where I would peel the yam and cook it that way. But yeah, all results are the same. It's just, this is my preference because it's just easier to cook. It's already grated, so it's already broken down. So we are going to be cooking this on the stove top, so let's go. The first thing you're going to want to do is melt your butter, so I am going to do that. By the way, so I am making a bigger batch. I use a lot of ube jam, so I'm actually making 3 times as much. So just don't be alarmed when you see like all these cans here. No, it's because I am making a lot more. Okay, my butter is fully melted, so now I'm going to add my cans of coconut milk and condensed milk. My fire is on high, and that's because I'm just trying to heat my milks right now. I know you can't tell, but I could already start to see like bubbles start to try to form. Like I see the liquid moving around, like meaning there's like bubbles just beginning to bubble. So I'm gonna add my ube in now. My ube is defrosted. As you can see, it's not frozen anymore. This process would take a lot longer if you are trying to work with frozen ube. Okay, all my ube is in, and I haven't started a timer yet, but I will once this starts boiling. I can't physically see that it's boiling, but I already know that it's heated because I could see like steam coming up and it's starting to foam. Like you could see all the white, like it's getting really foamy. So now I'm going to set 2 timers. One is going to be for an hour because that's how long it's going to take my ube to cook. And then I'm going to set another timer to go off every 5 minutes. And that 5 minutes is for me to come and stir this. So we are working with a starch, and that starch is going to settle to the bottom. And if you don't stir it occasionally, then it's gonna burn. So we don't want the ube to burn, so we're gonna stir it every 5 minutes. So that's why I grabbed the seat, because I am gonna be here for a while babysitting my new baby. So in the beginning, I had this set up on super duper high just because I wanted to get it going. So now that it's gotten really heated up, I turned it down. So now it's like on medium low, and I have like a steady steam, a steady gentle steam going. It's kind of moving like lava on the top. If you can't see, can you see? But yeah, it's kind of like moving like really slow lava. And that's what I want. I think like medium low. I might turn it down even lower than this depending on how it, but I'm going to sit here and watch. But right now it's on medium low. I'm doing my second stir, so it's only been 10 minutes in. So when I stir it, I'm going all the way down to the bottom, and I'm really just scraping the bottom. And like I can feel the ube getting stuck to the pan, so I'm kind of just unsticking what is on the bottom of my pot. I'm about to do my third stir, and if you can see, my ube is starting to bubble a little more violently than it was earlier. So I'm going to turn it down, actually all the way down, so it's on super low right now. And then I'm going to stir it. Hopefully it calms down. That was wild, ube. That was too wild. Okay, and another thing I wanted to note is that during none of this time am I going to cover this. I'm just going to let it cook uncovered because I'm making jam. So there was water in the ube when it was frozen, so I'm trying to evaporate that water as much as possible so I could have a jam that's nice and thick. I am 30 minutes in, about halfway, and my jam is looking like this. So I'm going to stir this, and then I'm going to taste it. So you can see it's already starting to get really thick.
Now is the time to adjust the sweetness to your liking. I wanted mine more sweet, so I ended up adding 3/4 of another can of condensed milk to my ube.
Sweetness is good. It's perfect. And it's going to get even more sweet as it cooks down more. But I could use a little more ube flavor, so I'm going to spike this with some ube extract. So the ube is about 40 minutes into cooking, and it looks like this. I did another taste, and I really wanted the ube flavor to pop, so I added more. By the way, this is the ube extract that I use, and I ended up using about, just by how it feels, about 3/4 of this bottle, and this is a 25 milliliter bottle. So I used about 3/4 of this bottle to get it this color and this taste. The taste is perfect. Sweetness, good. Ube flavor is phenomenal. And although I use the ube jam in a lot of other things, like I still want to make it so that it's good by itself. Okay, so my ube jam has been cooking for 55 minutes now, and it's coming close to the end of its term here on the stove top. If you can see, like, it's very, very thick, and this is with it being like super boiling hot. So when it cools down, it's going to thicken even more. So I would say that this is actually done. So I'm going to turn it off, take it off the fire, take it off the heat, and I'm going to take it over there. My ube halaya is done. It's in this pot. And before I put it away, I want it to cool fully to room temperature. So I'm just going to let it sit here in this pot on the counter until it comes to room temperature. Then I'm going to put it in some bags and store it in my freezer until I'm ready to use it. But right now, I really just wanted to show you, like, see, it's still, I don't know, can you see the steam? It's like steaming hot. But I'm just going to put a little bit in a bowl here. It's like I'm going to eat it with like some cereal or something. No, I'm not. Okay, so here's my jam. I just want to show you the consistency right now. Again, it's like super duper hot. And it's, see, like, blowing it onto a spoon, like I could already tell like it's thickening as it cools because like look, it's not even like falling down or anything. But yeah, cheers. Yum. That is really good. I have big plans for this ube jam, and it's going to be amazing. This is going to make whatever I plan to make so perfect. All right, so the version that I showed you earlier was fresh off the stovetop, so it's hot. So this version is cool. I stored it in a jar in the refrigerator, so you can see that it has thickened a lot, like jam. Would you still call this jam? Yeah, it's like jam. So it's like super duper thick. Yeah. Cheers. Mhm. 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 All the flavors are there. The sweetness is there. Everything is there. You need nothing else. Just this jam. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on all the other recipes that I want to share with you. Bye. Thanks for watching.